ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the PLR British GT Multiclass Championship. We're here, the last round. Brands Hatch. Unfortunately, as I said, it's the last round. I'm sad because of that, because I want some more racing. But hey, good things must come to an end sometime in life. But one thing is for sure, the good times are going to come back soon, because the next season is right above us. So we are ready to rock and roll. Let's talk a little bit about the standings, because on the GT3 Pro we got Ben Crook with 210, Falstrap with 160, and Marquez with 137. Ben Crook has this on the pocket, so good man to check out. Then on the GT3 Amateur, short up Verboven and Dahl, the top three with 129, 112, and 87. It's very close here in the amateur category. Then we go into the GT4 Pro. Siata Blavich Strazoldi, 198, 134, 133. Very strong fight for the top two, because behind there's Chushkovich and Papa George also on the 132 and 130 respectively. But Siata is away. And then on the amateur we got Stickboard, Mazan, and Bruce. But the lead from Stickboard is none other than 58 points, 122, 65 Mazan, Bruce 55. Things are looking real good for Mr. Stickboard. Let me text my girlfriend. Good evening, Mr. Shortout. I love you. I miss you. There comes next season. I don't know if the British GT will be on the next season, but one thing is for sure, ECC is going to be there. And one thing is for damn sure, the World Tour is coming back. We got the finale on next week, because this week was Easter. I didn't have the opportunity to wish you a happy Easter, but I hope you did have a great Monday and Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see, yeah? I'm talking like I'm Spanish, you see? We'll see. The finale of the World Tour on Monday and Tuesday. Monday will be me with split one. Tuesday, it will be Mr. Cook. Probably me. I know I can't do it, unfortunately. We're going to have Mr. Cook taking care of that for the last round. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go right into qualifying, because we're ready to rock and roll. Not looking good. One thing is for sure, these men are, I'm sorry that I have to do that. You didn't even notice. A pro commentating here, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta love it, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for the last qualifying of the British GT Multiclass. And here we go. The GT4s are making his way, out on Brands Hatch. One of the toughest and most amazing tracks in the world, especially from Britain. My personal favorite on the United Kingdom, no doubt at all. It's so good. We're gonna go right now with the leader of the amateur class on the GT4, Mr. Joetti Stickford. Let's go with a full lap with him. Of course, this is the out lap, so he's gonna take it calmly, but due to that, we can clearly see how things are going to go for those flying laps. Of course, this is not the line you want to take at entry. We go now into the second sector. Everything calm for now. For Mr. Stickford, let me get the sound of the engines ready for you. There you go. Doesn't that sound nice? Of course, this very fast right-hander, a little slower, of course, on these GT4s, because they don't have a lot of grip. And now this section, my God. Roller coaster. Down the hill we go with this double right-hander. And of course, the double right-hander up the hill. Be really careful with this curb, because the moment you touch the AstroTurf, the moment you are gone. We go now into the left-hander. That brings us into the last part of the track, the last corner. And then Mr. Stickford is going to start his flying lap. There you see, that's the last corner. And let's go with the man who is on the lap right now. Of course, the maniac, Conraziata. Good lord. What, just too good. What can you say about this man? Every time we try to say something, it's just, you cannot complain. He does make mistakes. They are somewhat weird, mostly on strategy, not on driving. But if he can tune those mistakes and learn from them, let me tell you that PLR has a very good chance of making it into top esports, because a driver like this is once in a lifetime. That's all I can say. I think those are some honest words from me, and that is just an understatement, because this man is just too damn good. There you have Seattle now on the last corner of the track at the moment, and looking real strong for this first flying lap. There you have him. He goes very wide on the exit. That looks very nice indeed. He's gonna cross the finish line and put a 1:32.2, a full second faster than Romla Jensen. Callum Wells Fry, there you see him at 34.7. We saw a very good performance from him yesterday with the touring cars on Race Room. Let's see if he can repeat the same fate today on these amazing GT4s. Look at that line. That's just beautiful. That is just beautiful. Let's go now with Lorenzo Tresoldi, one of the men they are challenging for that P2 in the championship. There you see Tresoldi is going to jump straight to P3, and now he's going to lose it. That is also an issue when we talk about flying laps here in Brands Hatch, because I think that you need so much focus throughout the whole lap that once you try to go in and put a flying lap, it's very hard to follow it up with another one. And that is a fact. Everybody can tell you. And I think what we just saw from Tresoldi is what we're going to see for most of the drivers in this qualifying session. Conraziata is going to go for another lap. It's looking good so far. Let's see what he's going to be able to put. I don't think it's going to be enough to beat the 32.285. Will he shut my mouth? He will not. 32.4. Let's go now with Mr. Jens Nilsson, who was just behind. There you see him. He was P5, now finds himself in P4. Let's go with Romla Jensen. We were talking about him before. This man has been pretty consistent throughout the whole season. And let's be honest, I want to see more and more of him. Let's see as he heads into the very fast right-hander. Very well done. Very well executed. And of course, time for the roller coaster. Cut that curve as much as you can. That was beautiful from Jensen. Go hard, and now be really careful with the braking and the turning here on this uphill corner. He absolutely nails it. That is beautiful. That is perfection from Romla Jensen. Unfortunately, he is only 2/10 up. Let's see if we can get a couple more here on this last turn. That looks like a very fine exit to me. He's gonna cross the line. Is he gonna be able to put himself on the 32s? Yes, he does. 32.9, 17 minutes, remaining of this qualifying session for the GT4s. It is just 4 minutes and a half. We'll see how things go from there. Stickford, as you can see, trying to put another good one. Massan was just in front of him, and he crosses the line and puts himself in P8 with a 33.9. Megura also is going to cross the line. 4/10 up. Takes the position away from Stickford, but I don't think it's going to be for too long, because Stickford is improving by 3/10. Boom! Stickmore goes straight into P3. What a lap. The 33-1. That is what you call an amazing lap right there. 4 minutes remaining for the GT4s to set a lap time. Seata really looking comfortable. 7/10 up. Stickmore can have a chance of taking Jensen, but we will see if any of these gentlemen have a shot at Conrad Seata's time. We go now with Felipe Morna with that KTM. Great car, and let me tell you, it is not an easy one to drive. We'll see how he can do for this lap. I'm actually going to leave you on board with him and enjoy the sound of that KTM because I absolutely love it. I love me some KTM. Felipe Morna not doing bad at all. Let's see if he can get into the 34s. He is struggling to find pace. Of course, the car is not going to help him at all, because this is a son of a bitch to drive. We will see for now. 5/10 up. He's going to be able to put himself in the 35 low, but he is a full second away from P9. Let's go back with Rosoldi, 2/10 up. That would might put him close to Stickboard. Good lines from Tresoldi. He's gonna finish his lap now. 2 minutes and a half remaining for the GT4s. The last time they're gonna go on this track. 33.352. Not enough to improve, but he has one more shot and he's actually gonna break it. So he either stays and goes for one more or gives it up. For now, it looks like he's gonna continue with it. Let's go now with another man that I admire. Felipe Diaz. Maserati. Wow. Big cojones right there. Let me tell you, this man is the meaning of courage and perseverance. We are very excited for this last race here in the British GT. We have had massive amounts of fun, but unfortunately things are going to come to an end tonight. And we are going to crown 4 champions in their respective championship, of course, categories, I mean, sorry. 1 minute remaining for the GT4s. So these are going to be the last laps you're going to see on qualifying from them. Felipe Diaz is going to go for another one. Let me take a look at Conrad Seata. He is improving by 2/10 on this first sector. He might be able to make it to a full second gap. We know he's capable of that because we have seen it before many times. There he goes into the second sector with a lot of speed, 2/10 up still. This is where he can gain a lot of time on this right-hander. Very good line indeed. That's what you call the limit of that car. Good lines, my God, it's just a pleasure to see this man drive. There you see him 3/10 up now. He might be able to make it into the 31s. That is just absolutely nuts. He needs to nail this last corner. And by God, does he. That was a perfect exit. Will it be enough, though? For the 31, he's going to cross the finish line right now, ladies and gentlemen. 32 dead. Not enough for the 31, but he should be pretty happy because it's a full second ahead of Rumbler Jensen, who finds himself in P2. The GT3 cars are making their way out of the pit lane. Felipe Diaz is going to put 35.5. Not enough to take on Felipe Morna. But let's go now with the leader of the pro category, Mr. Ben Crook. There you see he's heating up the tires, getting ready. I am very excited to see this man again. Seriously, his performance on the British GT Championship has been nothing but amazing. Very good comeback drives all over the board. We even saw him, I am sorry to say this, but we even saw him run out of fuel in the last 100 meters to the finish line in Silverstone. I do not know if you remember that, but I clearly do. Craig is going to go for his first flying lap. So why don't we go on board with him? Let's do that right now. Look at that. You can see he's going to go for a wider entry, and that's what you need to do to get the right exit. That was beautiful. That was exquisite driving from Ben Crook. Let's go on his bonnet. That BMW. You can see he throws the car in like it's just some sort of toy. 9 minutes remaining. As I said, the GT3s are putting on their first flying laps on the board. Crook at the moment looking real strong. That is an incredible second sector. We go now into the last one. Good entry, avoiding the curve as much as possible. Now the last corner. That is good. He's going to go right into the inside of the last straight. That gives us the finish line. Crook is going to put himself in P2 because Enrico Paris has taken provisional pole with a 24.5. That is a good lap indeed. Shuttled on fourth, Verboen on third. Very nice indeed. Let's go now with David Cook. There you have him. One of the owners of PLR. I'm sure he must be ecstatic to see everything that he has built with the help of every single one of you, the admins, the viewers, everybody. And there you see him, P4 with a 25.5. Good lap from Mr. Cook. Paris right now is flying 4/10 up, and he might make it 5 unless that car gets on the way. He doesn't. So Paris keeps on improving. This is the hard part. The uphill, especially with these GT3s. They struggle to take those curves, but the Bentley is the total opposite of that. You know, this Bentley can take curves like it's nothing, like it's breakfast. There you see Ben Crook at the moment. Looks a little faster than Enrico Paris. Will Enrico be able to defend the pole position from him? Crook is going to cross the line. Paris puts the 24.4. Crook puts the 24.2. And he claims provisional pole. Well done indeed. Tholstrup skyrockets himself into P3. Let's go now with Bob Laycock with that lovely black McLaren. Look at the lines from Laycock. He's 5/10 up at the moment. He's looking forward to put a good lap and try to challenge the top 10 at least. He's going to be able to do so or not. Unfortunately, not enough. He needs a little more out of that car. Marquez puts himself in P3. Matomona on P4, the 24-9. The gaps are a little big. On the front of the grid is 3 seconds from first to last on the GT3 category. Let's go now on board with Ryan Reid. P12 for him, 7/10 up. He might be able to put himself in the top 10. It all comes down to this last corner. Oh my lord! The car in front nearly screw the lap for him in the last moment. Reid is going to cross the line and put himself on P10. David Cook, 8/10 up. It's the Bentley power. The Bentley always to serve. Cook is going to cross the line, ladies and gentlemen. P4! Woo! My God, David Cook. What a lap. Lord, he's on his home country. He loves it. He loves it here. You can see the fans roar. Not the chat, though. Come on, guys and girls. Talk to me in the chat. I want to see what y'all think. Paris has reclaimed the lead, but Crook is looking to change that quickly. 2/10 up. That would put him right into the lead. There you see him. He's going to cross the line. And he is back into the lead with a 1:27. It's only 50 thousandths of a second between these two gentlemen. Two tenths up already in this first sector. My God, it seems like it was that hairpin that he struggled with. But Lord, he's carrying a lot of speed now. Let me take a look at the chat. Come on, guys, girls. Let me read y'all. Crook is still improving. Paris only needs 50 thousandths of a second to make it to the top. Unfortunately, he's going to go back into the pit lanes due to a little incident on track. Thostrup, who has dropped to P7. We saw him provisionally on top 3. Let's see if he can get back there. For now, he is not improving on his fastest lap time, which is a 25.4. He needs to put on a great second and third sector to make it to the top 5 at least. 8/10 between Thostrup and Cook. We'll see if he can manage that. For now, 4/10 up, and that's a very good line from Rasmus. We go now into the left-hander that hits us into the little straight. And the last corner is in front of us. Let's see the exit from Thostrup. It's looking good on entry, and same goes for the exit to the absolute limit of the track. Will he be able to take Shortle at least with him? Let's see. What the hell was that? Did you just hear that? What the hell? What the hell is that? I don't know what was that. That sounded like a shot. Am I playing Escape from Tarkov now or something? Good lord. Are you having gouts? No, I'm not having gouts, lady. No, I'm not. Shuttle. We haven't seen him too much on this qualifying session, and he deserves to be on the screens because, my God, isn't he an incredible driver? There we see him go through the back straight. Unfortunately, he has dropped some time due to going too hard at that curb. Wick is going to cross the line and put himself on P8. Those drop 2/10 up again. Every single lap he's managing to improve. Will it be enough now to take David Cook? He needs one more tenth to make it happen. The exit was good, but was it good enough to claim P5? It is not. 785. So only 50 thousandths of a second between these two gentlemen. Paris now is improving as well as Ben Crook. Let's see if Paris can make it to the top. He needs to nail this exit. That is to the absolute limit of the track. He's gonna cross the finish line. Will it be enough? The 50 thousandths of a second, ladies and gentlemen? No. No, it is not. He just put out 24.185. He has one more lap to make it to the top. At the moment, 2/10 up. Again, it's this first hairpin where the drivers are struggling. Let's go now with Bruno Fantocci. Just in the second sector, and he is a whole second up. He's looking good on this lap, Mr. Fantocci. Let's go on the helicopter with him. Let's see if we can gain some more time on this last corner. That is a nice line indeed. He should be able to put himself on the 25s. He looks like a P9, and he is going to hit it spot on. You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The magician. What do you mean 2-3 days? The people that were in the same road as you need 2 or 3 days to get away from that trauma. Paris looks like he might be able to secure the pole position. Will he be able to do so? Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1:10 up. He's going to cross the finish line and make it happen. 77 thousandths of a second. He manages to get pole position. Let's see if he's going to be challenged. For now, Matumona on the start of the lap. 3/10 up. He needs 4 more to go on pole position. Another man that is looking strong is Vander Marquez. If he nails this, he might be able to take the pole, ladies and gentlemen. He's 4/10 up. Will it be enough to take Crook and Paris? He crosses the line, and that is going to take the P2 away from Ben Crook. Good lap. Absolutely clutch from Vander Marquez. Here we go. Matumona now is going to cross the line. 2/10 up. It's not going to be enough to get on the top 3, and ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, it is time. The last race of the season. Here we go. Wouldn't you know who won the pony? Enrico Paris got pole by just 77 thousandths of a second. Of course, we're going into the helicopter to take a look at this grid, because it's looking like a real packed one. Let's go with Paris leading the pack, side by side. Vander Marquez and Ben Crook, Noe Matumona, David Cook, Thostrup, Shuttle, Wick, Fantocci and Verboven for the top 10. Then E3, Reid, Bob Jones, Laycock, Siata, Jensen, and Stifel for the top 3 on the GT4. Tresoldi, Vlamish, Nielsen, Meguro, Mazan. Of course, our man Wells, Fry, and then the 2 Felipes. Felipe Diaz on the back. Felipe Morna, as you can see, just in front of him. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go for the last time of the season. We are gonna go rock and roll. Oh, you walk one around block? Yeah, you keep talking like that. We're gonna have a talk, huh, lady? 20 people on the stream. Thank you so much, everybody. That means the world to me to see these incredible numbers on a Thursday. So thank you kindly. 2 minutes to the start. We're going to have a full formation lap, and then we're going to go live, ladies and gentlemen. I will be right back once the car's engines start up. You damn right. I need more than a block. You damn right. Hey, I'm full of energy, and I'm gonna leave my voice out tonight. What an amazing evening we have in front of us. To be honest, except for the amateur GT3, the rest of the competitions are very settled, because Crook, Seata, and Stigford look like they are gonna get the championship home. The engines are ready, and here we go. The last formation lap of the season. Paris is setting the fastest lap time with a 24.080. Clutch lap from him. And here we go. I'm not sure he can go that far, to be honest. We're gonna have a talk once the stream is done. Woman, I'm gonna take care of you. Be sure of that. Paris, Wagner, and Crook. And then on the top three of the GT4 is Seata, Jensen, and Stigford. Bring it on. Don't you try me, woman. Well, we're getting closer and closer to that finish line. Remember T1 on Outland Park? Let me tell you, it's going to be quite similar here. And I don't know if that's for the good or if that's for the bad. Probably the second. But God, we are going to have a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the last corner for this formation lap, and then we're gonna go live on the green lights for the last time. I'm publishing the link for one more time to get everybody ready. Multiclass here is great fun indeed. Here it is, and we are gonna go live in just a few moments. Paris is gonna be the man setting the pace, leading the pack. You know, that's my catchphrase, and I love it. Let's go on the helicopter to take a wider look of how things are going to turn on. The green lights are going to come right now, and we are going to go live for the last time here in the British GT Multiclass. The green lights are out. Wild Strike gets a drive-through. Good start from both gentlemen here on the front. Marquez and Paris go side by side, but Paris is going to be able to defend it, at least for now. Two whites all over the board. There you see the incredible shot. And this is where trouble is going to come. There you see Marquez with an incredible move on the hairpin. That was beautiful. There you see that mid-pack side by side. Everybody alive. It does not make me happier than that. Look at this. Ben Crook now is trying to chase Enrico Paredes. They go very close to one another. We'll see how things turn on for these gentlemen. For now, Marquez has flown away. 1 second of a gap between himself and P2. Noé Matamono now trying to catch Ben Crook. On the back straight we go. Into the right hander. Of course, no possibility to make an overtaking maneuver here. Let's go now with Eric Meguro, who finds himself in a big pack of GT4 cars. Seata, as you can see, still leading and starting to get a comfortable lead as the quarters go by. So I'm sure it must be completely thrilled Brook now with a great exit. My God, will he be able to take on Enrico Paris? They're going to go side by side. Through the last corner we go. They nearly make contact. And here we go. The last corner is done. That is a great exit from Ben Crook. Will he be able to take the inside line for turn one? It all comes down to the straight speed. This slipstream is helping as well. And there you have it. Turn one we go. Second lap on the way. And Matumono with a 2-second gap. He should be ecstatic. Wells Fry is gonna serve that drive-through penalty, but I am in shock. No crashes on the first lap. This is what we aim for. Pure cleanliness, and that's what we're getting. Mazan and Blamins fighting here on the entry. Oh no! Shuttle! Shuttle has gone to the wall, as you can see there from Verhoeven's camera. He was a little too hard on the throttle, and that paid off in a bad manner. Shuttle is going to drop to the back. Now Fantocci, he goes a little too wide on the downhill section. Let's see if it does not make the same mistake up the hill, because this is where you're going to go on the wall, either if you want it or not. Blemish now fighting with Joetti Stickford. The fight for P3 here on the GT4 is alive and burning. We'll see how things are going to develop as we go through the race. 42 minutes of this race. Get your setup slightly wrong with the Aston here, and it's the land of understeer for you. Oh no, the wheel just disconnected. I cannot believe it. Oh, Lauren, look at this. Yeah, Ben Crook makes some mistake and loses not one, not two, but 3 positions. Goes back to P8. That is very unlucky, Mr. Shodol. And I am really sorry to hear that. Let's go back with Ben Crook and Enrico Paris. Marquez is just on Wonder World at the moment. 2.5 seconds ahead. And he keeps on growing that gap because there's nobody fighting him. So that is the perfect spot for him. Crook and Paris go through the right-hander. Still fighting hard. But you can see that Crook is being faster through the second sector overall. There we go. You can see Paris going a little twitchy. Let's go now with Lorenzo Tresoldi. We are now on board with that Porsche Cayman GT4. Seattle leading Tresoldi on P2 for the GT4, as I've previously mentioned. And then Stickford Blamins are just behind him. Let's see how things turn out from this man. Tresoldi goes a little slow through that section, but he's going to be able to save it for now and defend the position. Let's go now with Ryan Reid, who's really getting close to Enrico Itri. That is an incredible exit from turn one. Let's see if he's going to try something here on the hairpin. He's going to go straight to the corner without thinking about any move. And that was the smartest decision he has done, to be honest with you. Good, safe driving. There you see now Romela Jensen is going to try the inside on Richard Mazan. They go side by side. Jensen makes it through, but will he be able to save it? My God, he's completely drifting through the corner. He lost a lot of speed there. Mazan down. He's not going to be able to answer. So the move is done. Well done from Romela Jensen. We go back on the fight for P2 because these two are leaving it all on track. There you see Paris defending as much as he can. The gap now 2.5 between himself and the leader. Marquez is feeling really comfortable right now. And the longer it goes, the better. Now Vlamic and Stickford nearly side by side. Vlamic is going to drop to the back as we go into the quick right-hander. No need to risk it there. But now the great exit is going to manage him to put himself on the inside of the next corner. They still go side by side. Great racing from these two. Vlamic is going to have the inside again. And he's going to close the door and say, you're not coming through. But that was defending a little too hard. He's not going to be able to defend it again due to going to the grass. Stickford reclaims P3. Very good fight from these two. Let's go now with David Kirkus really closing in on Christopher Verboven. This is the fight, sorry, for P7. So far, so good. Just a couple of incidents, but nonetheless, really clean racing. Vlamish now. Again on the back of Stegvort. Ah, that's why he has the green on the BMW. Has the grad stains. I like that. I love that, mate. Let's go. Now, back with David Kirkus is really closing in on one Mr. Verboven. You saw Cook tap the grass. Cook has big cojones for saving that. Because to be honest, the moment you touch the grass there, that's game over. And he was able to save it. So great job from the British lad. Still fighting strong. There we go, Blamish and Stickport. Still fighting. Ryan Reid is doing the same with Enrico Itri. This is a fight for P10. Let me see how many people are here right now. 20? I love it. I absolutely love it, my friends. Thank you very much to every single one of you. Let's take a replay on that. There you see. Retrying something on the inside. It didn't work out. Reid touches Itri. And both of them, unfortunately, go out. What is the point format? That is a good question indeed. I can answer it to you, but I would rather do this. Go to simracing.gp and you can check every single thing relating to the championship. Please visit simracing.gp for every single bit of information about our championships. And we really need to thank them for the hosting of the servers. They work incredibly well. Thank you very much for that. Follow 074 Torres. Yeah, I think you're Spanish, so I'm just going to talk Spanish to you. Blamish now trying to look for the outside line. On Stickford, it's not going to work out just yet. But now the exit has been very good. And Blamish and Stickford go on the same situation as they did one lap before. Blamish is already ahead, so he should be able to defend this without defending as hard as he did the last lap. He's going to make it through safely through here. That's a good line indeed. Stickford now defending from Rumla Jensen. And move it done. Portugal. Ay, muito obrigado, Torres. Muito obrigado. That's my neighbor right there. Reid and Itri still going at it. We saw the instant now. Reid gets a very good exit. What you mean? They don't have the points format. I'm going to show you in just a second, mister. Give me a moment. Ryan Reid is going to try the inside line. He is committed to it. Itri is trying to leave the space. They make contact. Reid is still side by side with him again. He has the inside line. And we go forward, but look at that. Itri makes it on the outside. Great move. And we just saw Wagner Marquez make a very big mistake with the GT4. Paris has dropped the P2 to Ben Crook. The GT4s are coming in play. And now things are going to get real twisty. If you get into one of the events, Mr. Shortle, you can see the points. Yes, round one, for example, is the easiest. Indeed, thank you very much, Liam, for that. Paris has dropped a full second behind Ben Crook due to the traffic. Itri and Reid trade positions again. The fight is still on. Let me go now with Mr. Laycock. There you see. Now, Reid is going to make it through. And Laycock, you saw how safe he was. He even broke on the straight. He didn't want any contact to happen. Let's go now with Jensen and Stickboard. They're fighting really hard here as we go through turn 1. Very good exit from Jensen. Will he be able to try something on the hairpin? Let's see if that's going to be a possibility or not. Jensen's going to have to stay behind. Let's go now with Tom Week, who is fighting with David Cook himself. And Verboven. Three-man extravaganza here on Brands Hatch. 33 minutes remaining. And the race is starting to be stable or not. Let's take a look. What happened to Ryan Reid? He got the position. Finally, he tapped the grass. And that just straight put him out of the track. That's what happens when you go hard on the grass. And not even hard, just a light tap and you're out. There you see Verboven defending from David Cook. That's a very good line from the Lamborghini driver. Look at the boldly. Look at the exit speed of David Cook. Will he be able to try something here on the back straight? Oh my lord, he goes a little bit on the grass as he avoids the GT4. That could have ended really badly. Thankfully, it did not. And the fight is still alive. Look at Cook. How much this man is pushing right now. It's amazing to see him in his homeland of the UK. Making people proud. That's what you like. There you see a car completely spun. That is Felipe Morna with a KTM. The gaps are starting to open. Laycock. What happened to Laycock? Oh my god. Reid again making contact with another car. That is the third time we see Reid involved in incidents. It's not being his best one, isn't it? Hopefully he stops doing that. Cook behind Verboven. There you see these two living it all on the track, fighting as hard as they can. And there you see Ben Crook on P2, trying to get Van der Marquez, who has led every single lap of the race so far. Now the GT4s are coming into play, and that might spice things up a notch. There you see Stickboard moving out of the way, letting Crook by. Now Marquez making a very aggressive turn to avoid Rombla Jensen. Good lines through there from Crook. Oh, he's gonna find Blamage down the hill. He's gonna make it through now. The gap is a full second between these two. Morna again having an issue. He tapped. Oh no, he didn't even tap anything. He just completely drifted through. That's lucky indeed. But what can you do? Oh, that's a very unfortunate rejoin. There you see now Verboven is trying to make it on Bruno Fantocci. Fantocci is forced to a bad situation there on the exit. Verboven now is on the inside line. That was very smart from the Lamborghini driver from PLR. And he might make it through. He does make it. They still go side by side, though that BMW is saying, I'm not giving up without a fight. Now look at that. David Cook is joining the fray. A three-man fight. Very close between these three. Fantocci and Cook going side by side. We go through the right-hander. But Verboven still on the lead of this four-man pack. Look who has joined the fray, Tom Week. And that is a very good defense from Verboven. Very well executed. There you see that fight still going on. Fantocci has dropped one and he might drop another one if Cook goes aggressive. There you see the Bentley. And just behind him, look at that. Tom Wook, yes. I'm playing Animal Crossing now, right? Tom Nook. Yes, indeed. Crook and Marcus are now fighting as hard as they can because Crook has taken advantage of the traffic. He has managed it very, very well. And now finds himself on the back of Mr. Marquez. You see, I like the Animal Crossing, eh? Tom Wick has made the move on David Cook, unfortunately. The gaps on the GT4 are massive. No fighting going on. Ay, 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 David! What has happened there to David Cook? Lord, that was scary. Did someone say Animal Crossing? Your favorite commentator just said that. I love me some Animal Crossing. Yes. I owe Tom money, man. Damn it. I need to upgrade my house. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The move has happened out of the blue. That was Marcus making a mistake, and Crook says, hell yeah. It just switched it around. Woof. What a move from Ben Crook. Taking advantage of the mistake from Marquez, who's feeling the pressure. 27 minutes remaining. We are halfway point. Which villager is your favorite, though? Isabella. I think it's her name in English. No doubt at all. Siata. Leaving these two by 15 seconds ahead of Tresoldi. That is what you call a gap. Let's go on board now with David Cook. Good line from Cook. I think he let Marquez pass because they hit each other on the lap before. No, he made a mistake on turn one. The lines from Marquez. He's trying to catch Ben Crook, but he's not being able to do so. Wick and Fantocci have caught up to each other. They're doing the same on Verboven. Ay, 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 ay. Let's take a replay of that. Look at that, Fantocci making the move on Verboven. Oh, what a save. And he was able to defend it from Cook. He's flashing the lights. I'm sure he's not too happy about that. And look at this. Can we get a replay of this again? Marquez making a mistake and Paris slides it through. Marquez down to P3. Scott Ramlo Jensen fighting with Lorenzo Tresoldi for P2 here on the GT4. Hot lapping is no fun all by yourself. Well, not gonna lie, I don't know if you can call this hot lapping because the track is 46 degrees. It's harder than in Spain on summer, so it ain't nice. We have 23 minutes remaining. Wagner Spork looks like he has a good deal of damage in front end. Yeah, he has made a couple mistakes. But Marquez is not having a good time. Now look at this, Tresoldi. And Jensen nearly making contact. Jensen is now ahead. Fight still's on, I can tell you that for sure. You see Fantocci now has gained a second lead on Bourbon. The gaps are starting to open massively for the whole grid. Let's go now with the leader, Ben Crook. He finds himself in P1 with a 3-second gap. And he's finding traffic in just 15 seconds. Let's go now with Verboven. He has really caught up to Fantocci now. That could be the exit that can gain him P6. It is not going to be enough, though. It was looking pretty good. I wish I could have Celeste as a villager. She's my favorite. Hey, we can talk about the Animal Crossing as much as you like once we're out of the stream, because I love it. I love it. Verboven still behind, but not being able to find the gap. He's getting the better exit, but Fantocci is making himself as wide as he can on the track. There you see, Verboven tops the grass. You don't have to tap it, you have to smoke it, mate. Oh, Lord. He didn't follow the steps. Unfortunately, taps the grass and goes straight into the wall. That puts him down to P9. And that car is not going to be happy of what just happened. I can assure you that. Look at that, the side-by-side stickboard. And a GT3, of course. This is not fourth position. That's broken now. Yes, it is broken. I don't know how to do that British accent. I apologize. But things have really calmed down now. You see, Weekend and Fantocci are the only close fight on track at the moment. Or Lambo, then Lambo. Damn, I don't even know why I laughed on that, but we'll leave it there. 18 minutes remaining. Liam's full of dad jokes this week. He's an old man for sure. I can tell you that. Unfortunately, we don't have any more fights on track. That kind of makes me sad. I was looking for some action. And we are getting it, but not between drivers on position. Oh, Tresoli! Tresoli going a little too wide. And again, making a mistake. But at least this time, there wasn't a wall involved. But that car is not feeling okay at all. Let's go on board with him to see if he has any steering damage. Yeah, just a little offset. Just a tiny offset. As you can see, it's just tiny. It's not too much. It doesn't look bad though. There you see now Tom Wick and Bruno Fantocci are still going at it. Less than I thought there would be. But to be honest, come on, I want you all to catch up to one another. I want to see some fighting for the last race of the season. Things are taking a calm turn. And Wick is fighting with Fantocci. This is the fight for P6. Let's go on board with Wick himself and see how he's doing. Look at the lines. I think Enrico is slowly catching Ben. Indeed he is. Let me tell you that also the traffic is helping. It's being a big part of it. Because if you see, Crook is going to have a couple more cars to deal with, and one of them is a GT3, so that could turn the tables around. We'll see how things are going to end up for him. There you see, Buddy is just instantly in front of him. But the lap cars are closer and closer. 15 minutes remaining. And this is the fight for the lead. Will Paris be able to make it happen? Will Mr. Crook crown himself as a champion and as a race winner at the same time? It's all about time, and it's just ticking down. You see Wick and Fantocci still going at it. They have both caught Mrs. Rasmus Thostrup. So we'll see. You see the four-man pack ripping up because David Cook has joined the fray. I called some fights to come our way, and we are getting them indeed. Wick and Fantocci now, the closest of the four. Look at that. Look at how close this man is getting through the second sector. Now the third one. Ay, ay, ay. Folstroff makes a mistake. He's going to go side by side with Bruno Fantocci. And I don't know if that was the right decision because that just gave him a free ticket for Tom Wick to go to the outside line. They go side by side. Cook behind them. Waiting for the right moment. That is a great exit from Ben Cook as well. Sorry, David Cook. He's going to go on the outside of Tom Wick. I don't think he's going to be able to hold that line through turn one, but that's a great exit from the Bentley of Cook. Is going again for the outside line. He's going to have to stay behind, not finding enough speed. If that straight part was a little longer. Careful, Mr. Cook. Tapping the grass. That ain't nice. That ain't nice. Oh my lord, things are really packing up in here. Look at that. Now Wick with a very bad exit. Crook is gonna go for the outside line. I think he's gonna hold behind again. We know David is a very stable and calm driver. He's just waiting for the right moment. Now the GT4 in the middle of the way. For these drivers, they have been separated. As you can see, Fantocci has run away, but Cook is looking strong to make something happen here. With 11 minutes and 30 seconds remaining of this race, he's gonna try to get himself in front of Tom Wick again, deciding to go for the outside line. Of course, he's gonna have to back it down from there. And we go now through turn one again and again. These two are not gonna stop fighting. The GT4's getting out of the way. Good lines from Wick to start pulling away from Cook. Let's go with the leader, Ben Crook. Talking about Cook and Crooks. There you have him. Crossing the finish line again. He's going to find one more GT4 in front. That is Mr. Conrad Siata. And from there on, no more GT4s for a long way. Unless a crash happens. But he's rapidly catching on the alien, who has also led every single lap of the race. 19 seconds ahead of P2 is Conrad Siata. He's feeling himself today, and it's lovely to see. Siata looking forward for a championship victory here tonight on the GT4. The Ginetta has treated him very well. Now Ben Crook is going to go and lap him. Enrico Itri slows down. Let's go with Fantocci. There you see Stickford on the outside line now. Fantocci's going to go through him. And the fight is going to continue. 9 minutes. Man is pushing to try to open the gap. He's getting a little slidey indeed. And you know the car is not in perfect state. So that's just going to difficult things more and more. $1.5. Between himself and Paris. Will Paris have a shot? It's a second now. Paris is really starting to catch. Things are starting to get spicy in this last moments of the race. 8 minutes remaining. Look at that. Paris is looking forward to give a fight. It's 0.9. Will Paris make it to the top? He has 4 more laps to prove ourselves right or wrong. For now, he's just overdriving the car to the absolute limit, but he is catching nonetheless. Look at that, he's really getting close now. He is really closing up in the last stages of this race. There you see a great exit from the Bentley now. 0.5 between these two. My God, I'm going to enjoy this 5 minutes as if it wasn't 5 minutes remaining of my life. There you see Enrico Paris with a very good exit. Here we go, another lap. 6 minutes remaining. Approximately 4 more laps on our way. What a great exit from the Bentley. My God, look at how much this man is closing in on the braking here in the hairpin. David is the unluckiest in traffic indeed. He's still P8. He's still holding his own. That's what I can tell you. Let me take a quick look at Tom Week, who has closed in on Bruno Fantocci again. There you see the fight is on. Ben is sweating, and now he is really sweating because look at that. That is a car in front, and he is lapped. So let's see if he's going to move out of the way before the clutch right-hander. Oh, it's going to be Paris eating him out. He's not going to be too happy about that. 5 minutes remaining. Approximately 3 laps. He has dropped 4 tenths due to that lapped car. Will he be able to make it back? We don't know. Only time will tell. Another lap by 450. Look at that. Good exit again from Paris, but it's not being enough to catch. So we're going to have 2 more laps. Look at that. Look at that. Now another car in the way. Both of them are going to run away from him. But this has helped Enrico Paris. 7 tenths now. 2 more laps. Ay, 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 ay. Sorry, it's going to be 3, not 2. But, whew, things are getting hot in the commentary booth. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go for another round. We also need to check on Noema Tomona before we're going to see the sexy, because look at that. Paris is catching on like an absolute maniac. Again, the hairpin. This is where the Bentley has gotten the most time off. Look at that. Both of them are going to move away. Let's go quickly with Noé Matumona to see that he's going to try something on Vander Marquez. They're going to go side by side. Good line from Matumona. But it's still not being enough to make a move happen quickly. But it's 2 more laps to the end, and he might have a shot. It's 3/10 between these two drivers. Let's go on board with Paris, because this is going to be exciting. Good lines. He needs to make it clutch now to get the victory one way or the other. As things stand, Van Crook, Conrad Siata, Mr. Stigford are gonna be your champions. Look at that, Nico Blavich is in front of Van Crook. These two are gonna get real close now. Let's see if both of them are going to make it through. They do. Now the Bentley has a little bit of advantage here. We go now into the penultimate lap. Getting closer to the last one. Look at that. Van Crook is going to come into the inside line on the right hand. Oh my God. They nearly made contact. That was the GT4. Oh my God. That could have ended really bad for Enrico Paris. He has lost time indeed. "30 seconds remaining, 1 more lap till the end, and this is the last shot." But he's now very aggressive on the curb. It is going to be exciting till the end. Will he be able to close his second gap? Look at how aggressive he's going on the curves. He needs to live it all out. Will he be able to make it happen, though? It all comes down to this. So far, he has dropped time. Ay, 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 ay. He has lost it there by sliding a little bit. I think that's going to be enough for Van Crook to defend it unless he makes a big mistake. Week and Fantocci have been going around one another for the whole way through. And at the moment, Verhoeven would take the championship with him if he can secure himself this spot on P9. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. I am not too sure. I would have to check the points. But one way or the other, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. The lapped car has already got him Enrico Paris close. But it's not going to be enough. Van Crook takes the victory and the championship home. Both going to himself. What a fantastic season. And this is the way to end it all. Paris on P2 with a very nice performance. Marquez on 3rd. Matumona on 4th. Thostrup should be P5 unless he makes a mistake. Thank you very much to every single one of you. Let's check out the rest. Crossing the line. Thostrup is going to cross. Fantocci as well. Very unlucky for you, Mr. Shortall, because you would have gotten the championship home. I think you might have a shot still. I am not completely sure. I'm sure you can confirm it since you checked the points table. You see for Verhoeven P2 in the Amateur GT3. If you check just in front, Seata takes the title home for the GT4 Pro. Same goes for Joeri Stivort, who stopped on track. And then we only have our Bowen. As you see, he's flashing the lights. What an amazing race we've had. And ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is a big thank you. You took the championship at 1 point. My God, that's going to be tight. I really want to thank you all for being here with me throughout the whole season. I hope you have enjoyed me for the whole season. We're going to see each other on Monday again for the last round of the World Tour. And then it's going to be a goodbye. But only for 2 weeks, because we're coming back for the next season, and I'm there, baby. I ain't going nowhere. PLR 1 right here for you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you on Monday with the World Tour, the finale. Have a lovely, lovely evening. And again, thank you all. Good night.